Good, sir.
Or my wife.
Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we thank you for your goodness to us all, especially for the blessing of our county judge, our county commissioners, all our county officials, all of our county law enforcement, all our sheriff and our deputies, all our rescue workers, all those who serve the county of Nueces faithfully each and every day. We ask that you bless all the efforts of our county judge, county commissioners, and all who work with them and collaborate with them to bring your goodness to all of our part of your vineyard, which is Nueces County. We ask that you bless everyone in this room this day, those who have come to be heard and those who have come to do their part to continue to make Nueces County a place called home and a place that continues to serve so many. May each and every one of us have always a respect for each other and realize that each is a blessing to this world, especially to our county. And may we work together to always make everyone feel at home and everyone to be made to be appreciated for who they are and where they come from. But now they are with us here, Lord. May they always be seen as a brother or sister. In a special way, Lord, we ask that you watch over our community of Agua Dulce, who suffered the tragic loss of two of our young people and their mother. We ask that you comfort all of our youth at Agua Dulce ISD and the community that we embrace in our county, but also our sister community of Ben Bolt, who is embraced by Jim Wells. Together, may we indeed bring comfort and compassion and love to a family hurting this day. And watch over all families that are hurting this day. May they always feel the comfort of all of us coming to their aid in their time of need. And we ask that you continue to bless our judge and our commissioners, and once again, all those who work with them, to continue to bring your goodness to our county and to our world. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank you, Pastor, for being here this morning. Today is February the 8th. It is 9:07. We have all members of Commissioners Court here. So we do have a quorum. I will call this meeting to order. Do we have the public speakers list? I want to call Bobby Sherwood. I know he's on the list of speakers for today. Who has my list? Public comment, sorry. Should we not have it here? Do you have a public comment sheet? Well, I want to call Bobby Sherwood first so we can.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you for being here.
I try not to be too emotional, but after 44 years of service to the county, I intend to retire on the 28th of this month from my position as Precinct 4. I want to thank these men that have come here to support me. My son, who took me in after the storm, wasn't all that easy. Had to go live with him, live by his rules after, 30-some years living by mine. Got out of there as quick as I could, but, yeah. But I feel like, through my service, I've made Nueces County a safer place to live. I always try to do the right thing. I've been Constable for a little over 30 years. I was a deputy for 12. Office in the 70s in the old courthouse where I started my career. I mean, I led the department through hurricanes, I led it through the pandemic, I led it through just all sorts of things that probably would have thought about leaving the last time, especially after the Hurricane Harvey took my house and everything I own. But I managed to come back, get back on top. But, you know, most people know that know me well, you know that my wife has some serious health issues. And for the last year, I've stayed at home and took care of her. Couldn't go to work. It's not fair to y'all, not fair to the people that I serve, not fair to the people that pay my salary if I can't go to do my job because I'm a hands-on guy. And that has really affected what I'm doing today. Also, my dad's not getting any younger and I have to help him. So I feel like it's time. A lot of people know that I'm a huge fan of the Westerns and I watch Gunsmoke every day. And one of the recent episodes, there was an old sheriff, and he told Matt Dillon, he said, the hardest thing about wearing the badge is knowing when to take it off. And the time has come for me to take it off, move on with my life. I have brought a young man with me today, as you see most of my departments here, including my son. I've also brought my chief deputy, Chris Stimson, that's standing, and I'd like to recommend to y'all that at the proper time that they appoint him to replace me. He has stood with us through thick and thin. He's always, done the right thing. He's been running the department for a year because I really hadn't been there to do anything. And I just want you to remember this young man. This is him right here. He knows what's going on and he knows how to treat the people of the island because it's a pretty unique place to work. So with that said, I don't want to overshadow the dog retiring today from the SO, which is a very important thing. I am leaving and to be effective the 28th. I intend to submit a letter to the county judge so y'all can do what y'all need to do about the reappointment. And I want you to know that I've already started and I've searched my office, my house, even my son searched the deer blind. I do not have any classified documents. So you will not have to send the FBI or my friend Chris Hooper or anybody to come see if I got any, because I don't have any of them.
Because we were too scared to give you anything that was classified, okay?
Well, you'd be surprised what I have on you, Jesse. But, I believe it in the office. But thank you for your support. Thank you for the Commissioner's Court, all they've done for me. And I just want to reveal one little story about, I appeared before the Commissioner's Court many, many times in my 44 years of service. But I remember coming in one time and asking for a new computer. And they said, why do you need a new computer? And I said, well, mine is old and slow. And Commissioner Jag said, so am I. So, but they did give it to me, so that was one of my most memorable moments here. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much for supporting me all these years, and I'll get through this somehow. Thank you.
You wanted to make some comments regarding?
I did. We want you to, before you leave,
We want to do a photo in a second before you leave too.
I did sign up for public comment because.
Well, I'm not dropping off the face of the earth. I intend to be here today that they appoint my replacement,
Yeah,
so.
but it's okay. It's still a historic day. Bobby, I just want to take a minute. I signed up for public comment because I just wanted to say on behalf, seriously, you and I have had a great relationship for many, many years, not all 44 of them, but in different capacities that I've served. And I've always known, who I needed to call to get something done in Port Aransas, and that was always Bobby Sherwood. I appreciate your support. I appreciate when we've agreed, and most of the time we've agreed. When we've disagreed, we've always been able to work it out like you'll be able to do with people. You're supposed to be able to have civil discourse and still be able to have a great level of respect. And we didn't have a lot of civil discourse. We didn't have a lot of discourse, but when we did, it was always civil. And you have been a stalwart in that community, and you have been an outstanding member of that community. And I don't mean just Port Aransas, I mean the island, I mean all of that area. And I really appreciate everything you've done. Anytime I needed something done, it was just, I called Bobby Sherwood and it got done when it came to law enforcement. You took care of that Clayburg property, you stepped up and said we're gonna take care of it. If I had a run that, we were doing for charity, you got people out there to help. And the list goes on and on and on and on. And I've always tried to be a supporter of yours as far as when you needed help here, and I've always tried to do that because I always knew that you were asking for the right reasons. You were one of those people, and we get asked by elected officials for countless things. There are some that I wonder why we're getting asked. I never wondered about why you asked for anything, because when you asked, you needed it, you asked for a lot, you made do with what you got, and you did a heck of a job with everything you did. It's obviously by the support that you have from your family, from your work family, from those citizens who you have served for so long. And I look forward to further honoring you at a more appropriate time back here at this Commissioner's Court in Port Aransas, on the island, wherever I want to be a part of it. I talked to Judge Neblett today and said the big party for Bobby Sherwood is before you go. I want to be a part of that because you've earned it. You've earned this. I know this was not an easy decision for you because I know you love what you do and you love those guys standing behind you and the women that serve with you as well. So thank you, seriously. All kidding aside, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everything you've done for this county. And I don't think people will ever know a tenth of the stuff that you've done for this county. So thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Brent. I want to also, before they freak out about the Mardi Gras parade on the 18th, I'm still in office, and Chris is gonna run it, but I'm gonna be there. And then, from then on, he'll take care of it, but, and I know that's a big event, and that's, well, I've run it for, I don't know, 5-6 years, whatever they've had it, never had an incident, nobody got run over, so I must be doing something right. So, me and my staff will be there to take care of that.
And we appreciate that.
Don't walk away yet, because I signed up for public comment as well, and although I haven't served in this capacity with you, my husband and I, we've known your family forever and cherished the friendships and the relationships we've had. We went through Harvey with you. You took care of us there. We cannot thank you enough for going over and above everything you have done throughout the years on that island, and the people you have helped, the people you've worked with, the families that you have come to their rescue. And believe me, we know it. You don't like to say you did, but we know exactly what you've done. And we are so thankful, and we've been so blessed to have you over there. I just have to tell you thank you from a personal standpoint. I know Brent talks on the elected side of everything you've done, but I've seen you in the trenches. I've seen you over there on the other side and helping us, and we're very blessed and very honored for your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And Judge, I do have to, you said Harvey, and I've got to tell my quick story on that. I apologize. So we're in Harvey. It's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. He's been here 44 years. I'm going to talk. When that hurricane was coming, I remember sitting in the emergency center with Lloyd, and as we all kind of rotated in on that, and I asked the emergency guy, I said, well, what would you do if you were me? He said, I'd get the heck out of Dodge. So I'll be the first to tell you, I left town. The county judge can't, but I did. But I was checking in, and I thought, and then someone told me, no, Bobby's there. I said, what do you mean Bobby's there? Who stays in a freaking hurricane in Port Aransas, for all places? So I'm in Austin, Texas. I remember this very clearly. And I'm calling Bobby, and he's sitting in a house on stilts in the middle of Port Aransas, telling me what's going on about what's washing down the road and what are you doing? He goes, well, me and who was it? It was the former mayor.
Yeah, Mr. Claude Brown, the former mayor of Port
You and Claude Brown, I think, were the only two people that stayed in Port Aransas for the entire hurricane, because you wanted to make sure everything was okay and no one looted in Port Aransas. And I thought, okay, seriously, if anybody's looting now, let them have it. Get out of town. But that was Bobby Sherwood, dedicated to the end and sitting in a hurricane. And then all of a sudden I'm talking to him in the middle of my call, and click, the line goes dead. That was the last I heard of Bobby Sherwood until after the hurricane. So we appreciate everything you've done, Bobby. Thank you very much.
That was a pretty hair-raising experience, and, I'm old enough to see you, and I thought that would be the worst thing I ever saw in my life, but it wasn't. Harvey was the worst.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything you do, sir.
Thank you. Jack, I mean, you and I have been around each other a long time, and you worked with my dad years ago, so you've known me for a long, long time. The only one I really don't know well is Mr. Modis here, Commissioner Modis. Because our paths don't cross, but, you know, Commissioner Hernandez, I've known him for years and years too, and I'm probably the longest standing constable ever, but it's time for me to go, and I'm gonna go, but, you know, and I got a little advice for these guys that are still here. If you can wait this long, your retirement is very good. So thank you very much, and you know, I mean, I hate to do this, but my family comes first.
God bless you, man.
Thank you, Bobby. All right.
For those of you who signed up for public comment, we will get back to this. I'm just gonna get back on the schedule really quick. We were trying to let them get back out and get back to work, so. We have, item E, the resolutions. We have the livestock show queens contestants. Are they outside? Just, let's see. Oh, the announcer disclosure of conflict of interest. Anybody have anything they want to disclose at this time? Any conflicts of interest on here? Nobody yet? You can always claim it again when it comes back up. And thank you for being here. Our queen is Giselle Delgado.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you all for being here. If you want to all step up to the podium maybe and say your names for us, and then we have a little resolution, and we'd probably like to take a quick photo with you. We're kind of running behind, so we kind of do it quick, but if you just step up and say your name and which organization you come from. So.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Giselle Delgado. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Giselle Delgado, and I'm the 2023 NCJLS Nueces County Junior Livestock Show Queen. I am representing London FFA, and I'm here with all of my beautiful contestants amongst me, so I'll let them introduce themselves. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mallory Calvis. I'm representing the Agua-Dulce FFA chapter. I'm the first runner-up, and I'm also holding the Miss Congeniality title. Thank you all for being here.
Hi, I'm Kylie Noakes. I'm representing Run and Jam 4-H, and I am your fourth runner-up.
Good morning. I'm Abigail Ross, and I'm representing Canine 4-H.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Hannah Hominick, and I'm proudly representing Nueces County 4-H Track and Ski. Good morning. I'm Kaylee Cargile, proudly representing River Hills 4-H.
Do you want to take a photo, guys, real quick with a resolution for them? Yeah, can y'all come down to the front? We want to get a photo really quick with you guys. If you could.
Schedule on budget, everything going smooth. Good, good. Yeah, he was standing here all over. Huh? Yeah.
Did you give me the cleaners? I have this one. I've got one here. What is that? Did we have two? Yes. Oh, okay. The next item is number 2, in recognition of Naval Air Station Corpus Christi being awarded the 2022 Commander-in-Chief's Annual Award for Installation Excellence. It says the men and women of Oasis County for outstanding and innovative efforts in delivering superb service to Naval Air Station Corpus Christi staff and tenant commands. Your coordinated team efforts contributed to NAS Corpus Christi winning the 2022 Installation Excellence Award. Your achievements reflect great credit upon yourself, your county, and the United States military. Do we have anyone here? We'd just like to say congrats and well done. Moving on then. I'm afraid. Why is the dog retiring is not up here? I have a resolution for it. I don't have it now. No, where's it at?
The dogs, so we can get a public comment.
And then was there a vote on number 2, Judge?
It's just recognition.
It's just recognition, it wasn't a. It's not a resolution. No.
3D1, Judge, is what she's missing.
3D1.
3D, B is in boy.
B as in boy.
Page 7 under sheriff, 3B1.
Numbers, but mine was, yes. We're gonna skip around today, I'm very sorry, everyone, I tried to stick to going down our item list, but I need to get a couple of things out of the way. Is it okay to go ahead with this one, or should we do public comment real quick?
That's your call,
Yeah,
Judge.
let's do this one
You're in
too.
charge.
3B1, discuss and consider authorizing and approving the retirement and removal of county inventory. Apparently, I learned you have to do this when you retire an animal, a dog. Nueces County Sheriff's Office Law Enforcement Canine, Newbie tag number 64417, authorize and approve the agreement for the transfer of Newbie to Nueces County Deputy Michael Padre and all related matters. I think we have to have a motion to remove. Thank you.
Second.
A second, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
You have to know?
Do we have, was outside, yes.
Your Honor.
And then, the dog is on her way. And then I'll have to have a motion to approve the agreement to transfer Newbie to the Nueces County Sheriff's Deputy. A motion and a second, any discussion? None, all in favor? Aye. And is the dog here yet? We'd like for them to come up, yeah.
Not yet.
No?
Just, yeah.
Just give it, yeah. to public comments. First on the list, I have Nick Meyer.
All right,
Hello.
good morning. My name's Nick Meyer. I'm the owner of Breakaway Tackle in Corpus Christi. Thanks very much for giving us the opportunity to speak on a particular subject that's been brought to my attention, that the National Seashore are planning a NEPA meeting. And it was the NEPA meeting which they had prior, which destroyed Donna Shaver's turtle program, reinventing everything, and this does threaten our beach access rights. There, in the previous NEPA report, it clearly stated that. And what I'm here for is to bring this to the Commissioner's attention. As a business owner in this town, it will affect monies coming into Corpus Christi. I'm hoping that the Nueces leaders, including Todd Hunter, Michael Cloud, and Mr. Gonzalez, are able to represent us at this NEPA meeting, so they clearly understand what their plans are. Prior NEPA meetings, there was people from Florida who made decisions to close down that turtle program as it was, which Donna Schaefer had run for 40 years. She was not even consulted. So it's a very aggressive thing. It can cost the community money, and we need to be involved to make sure everything's right. Especially, Mr. Gonzalez, as it falls into your districts. And I'd like to thank you all for this, just to bring that to your attention. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 2, Alberto. Zertuche.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, everybody here.
Can you state your name?
My name's
please,
Albert
and
Satucci.
address? Yes, sorry.
I'm owner of A to Z Tackle Distributing, owner of Hard Lights Bait and Tackle. I also own a YouTube channel here in Corpus because we fish. This is our biggest thing. We're one of the business owners that supply a lot of the other businesses here. And hearing about this yesterday was like, wow, if they do that, they're gonna be cutting out millions of dollars of tax dollars or tourist dollars that come in. With that being said, this is something that, like Nick says, we need representation in this through this meeting, because if they have this, they're gonna be closing down a section of the beach for extended periods of time, which will be a major, it'll be a catastrophic event for Corpus Christi, because the amount of people that come here to vacation for that stretch of beach will no longer be able to access it because of that reason. So that means those tourist dollars that would be coming to the city of Corpus Christi, Padre Island, would be going elsewhere. Tons of businesses will get affected, not just our own, hotels, restaurants, all the food chains, gas, every single business will be affected by this, because when these tourists come in, they need everything, and they get it all here from Corpus, from Padre Island. If they can't access those tourist places, they're gonna go elsewhere. So this is something that, like I said, like Nick is saying, we need to move on this and make sure they know that we're gonna stand by while they take more of our precious beaches away from us to be able to access for our kids, for future generations. Because if they take one, what's to stop them from taking more from us? It's just the start. And they did it with the turtle program, by circumventing a person who put her whole life into 40 plus years of putting her knowledge into this to protect the turtles, and now they're just trying to sweep the whole thing under the rug and take it all away from us. If they don't want to deal with it, give it back to the state. I mean, the state part for everybody will still be taken care of, everybody will still be able to access it, and me as a fisherman, even though the turtles don't bring me revenue, I still watch out for them. Everybody else on our channel, in the community, we're always making the call, hey, we see a standing turtle, or we do this. There's so many events that here, as Corpus Christi residents and even the tourists, they know what to do to help out these turtles. So it's not like we're blatantly abandoning them. We're there to support them and give them the best help as human beings helping out our natural resources. So thank you very much, guys. Y'all have a blessed day.
Judge, I can't engage because it's public comment, but don't leave. I'd like y'all to talk to my assistant about that because we've done a lot of stuff on the turtles and I don't know about that meeting. I'd like to find out. So if y'all could go talk to Peyton before you leave, I'd appreciate that.
Will
Thank
do.
you very much because we're all very interested in that turtle issue. So,
Yes, sir.
But because it's public comment, I can't do much more than that.
Zach Porter. State your name and address, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Zach Porter, and I own a small business out on the island called Overland America. We rent Jeeps, Broncos, and off-road campers for the explicit purpose of exploring and enjoying the beaches down here in Corpus and the Padre Island National Seashore. Not only would an event like this affect the small businesses, I think you guys understand the second and third order effects of this, but I've seen this up in the Black Hills. That's where our other location is. When the federal government comes in and they do these, they kind of do it backhand. And I'd like for the commission to take this very seriously and maybe even appoint a commission to handle this for you guys, to make every single meeting that they try to present and fight this tooth and nail. But thank y'all very much. I just want to let you guys know that it is very, very serious. It will have significant effect on a lot of small businesses here on the island. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Rachel Caballero.
Good morning, Rachel Caballero, 522 Hancock. I come in peace. I'm here as a liaison for Broken Chains Recovery Center. I'm on their board. They're a
Who we gotta see? Here.
We gotta wait and see what's his name.
Okay.
I gotta.
No, I already got it.
Oh.
She already came and talked to me real quick.
Oh, okay.
You already got it? Yeah, here. That's the one we need to talk to. Yes.
Can I talk to y'all about what y'all were? You bet.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I don't understand everything, so I'm gonna ask you.
Yep.
First.
Yeah. Now you're in the big time.
What's your name, sir?
Go ahead.
I'll
Go ahead.
start
Oh.
right here and then go down.
My name is Zach Porter.
Zach, how do you spell your first name, Zach?
C-A-C-H.
And spell your last name, please.
P-O-R-T-E-R.
And you're a business owner on Padre Island?
Yes, sir. I own a business called Overland America.
And where's it located at?
We're right on SPID, right on the island, 3-story, the executive suites office.
And your name, sir?
Nick Mayer, I'm the managing director of Breakaway Tackle Cruises.
That's in Padre Island also?
Mine's actually based in town, but I live on the island.
And what's your first name again?
Nick
N-I-C-K.
Mayer, N-I-C-K-M-E-Y-E-R.
And you, sir, your name, sir?
Albert Sartucci, A-L-B-E-R-T-O-C-E-R-T-U-C-H-E.
And you're a business owner here in town?
Yes, I actually own 2 businesses, A to Z Tackle Distributing and Hardline Bait and Tackle.
So this concern that y'all will bring to the commissioners,
It's a NEPA.
what is that?
It's a National Environmental Park. Hang on, I've got it written there. You want to find it to make sure it's right. NEPA stands for, let me have a look. National Environmental Policy Act. National Environmental Policy Act, and it's being implemented by the National Park, our National Park, Padre and National Seashore, and previously it's been done without public input or our input. Previously they introduced a program, which was to change the turtle program, and people from Florida come down and make decisions on how to run our beach. People in Florida want us off the beach during turtle season. Simple as that. In Florida, they have hotels, private beaches, and that's the way it is. This is a total different ballgame. We're here this morning to bring the commissioners information and bring it to their attention that we need them at these NEPA meetings so we know what's going on, because it will affect financially Corpus Christi and our children's rights to going out there and beach access.
This is the
National Seashore.
wants to do this at their area right there, at their park?
It's called, yeah, it's a NEPA meeting, it's a National Park Service conducting this. They're supposed to involve public comment, but by adding pre-NEPA, maybe he's hoping that he doesn't have to get involved with the public, because the public want that park open. Their ancestors fought for the right to be on the beaches, and we need to protect that right now.
When is turtle season for what months to what months?
Normally they sort of, I would say February, end of February, March it starts, they start coming in, and it runs all the way through to September, where they implemented that ridiculous 15-mile-an-hour speed limit all the way down the beach. That was done without any help from the public at all, or any advice.
So if the national park there gets their way for 6 months, there will be no people accessing?
What I believe is going to happen is they've built a brand new structure 39 miles down the beach, which they call the turtle sheds. And I believe that area, I wouldn't be surprised if they close that part of the beach off during turtle season. This we don't know. I mean, in the previous NEPA that they did, it clearly stated that they would want to close certain parts of the beach during the year. So what I'm saying is this program that they're putting in place and these meetings that they're going to be holding, deciding the future of that park, Corpus Christi has no representation. That is so wrong. We need representation by our commissioners at their meetings.
And because the beach doesn't have any bypass, any section of the beach that's closed down is going to close down any further beach.
Yes.
So wherever they decide to put this closure, there is no bypass. So people need to know that. And I think the citizens need to know that. They need to understand. And as a business owner, it's going to decimate a lot of businesses here in the local area. Because a lot of businesses depend on that beach. So.
And your business owners?
Yes, sir.
They'll be affecting your business, that tackle?
Yes, like I said, I own A to Z Tackle Distributing, which we manufacture fishing tackle and distribute to all the tackle shops here in Corpus, Borday, Rockport, and even down in the valley and stuff like that, all the way up to Galveston. Now, those tourist dollars that come in from the park being open and being able to be accessed will be lost. I mean, as soon as I was talking about this online, everybody's like, oh, well, they can go to Galveston, they can go to here, they can go to there. But what they're not realizing is everything that comes into Corpus will be lost. I mean, it's a huge deal for everybody and all the tourists that come here, that have always come here. Now they're going to be, hey, you can't access the beach no more, only during the winter time. Like, I mean, we have tourists that go down there during the winter. I mean, we were just out there the other day that we saw a few camps. But during the summertime, the peak period of this, there's hundreds of camps down there, and they're all doing their part of helping the turtles. Now they want to take it all away from us, and like you said, by not having a bypass, that means if they instituted at the 30, we lose 35 miles of beach because of it's only a 1 mile stretch. Yeah, but if you can't drive through there or can't come around it, then that section of beach is closed off for the whole area. So it's going to push everybody either north of that, which ain't going to be very much, and if they have their way, I'm willing to bet it's not. It's going to be that section of beach. They're going to take it all the way to the extreme of the northernmost part of the park, because that falls in their
The point is that we cannot let them get away with anything at that beach. There's the Texas, what do they call that, right, to drive on the beaches?
Texas Right-of-Ways Act.
The Open Beaches Act,
Open
something
Beaches
like
Act.
that, yeah. So that should be there to protect us. And we thank you for bringing this the opportunity to bring this to the attention of the people of Portsmouth.
I can tell you, as the owner of Overland America, we rent Jeeps, Broncos, and off-road campers.
Oh, okay, so what's your
Folks
direct?
from all over the state, all over Oklahoma, Louisiana. We have even folks coming in from Michigan, North Dakota, coming down here to enjoy these beaches. My rigs are specifically designed to go down that beach without any incident. Also, I train my customers specifically to report turtle sightings, so that the Park Service or Turtle Rescue or anybody else they're going to know exactly where that turtle is, and their response time is actually much quicker if my customers report it. So, as business owners, we're part of the solution. We're not part of the problem.
We want to get contact with us, more information, so we know.
Yeah, you can call us, Overland America 361-676-2727.
I didn't talk to
Breakaway tackle, 361-724-2427.
Oh, okay.
Our live bait and tackle, 361-334-2177.
But they've had multiple.
Sir,
Thank you.
Conversations with me. Okay.
All right, guys, so
What is this?
Yeah.
that's what they're doing right now. They're just setting it up to circumvent the public. Like they're doing it all, it's a pre-meeting, it's this and that. Well, the last time they implemented the driving regulations, they circumvented the whole community. And they just started implementing the rules without us knowing about it. So when we found out, it was already too late, like to do
The
anything.
national park.
Okay.
The national park.
Yes, yeah, and it all has to do with the turtles that are being protected. But at the same time, by having the public active in it, they got that many more eyes and ears on the beach to help out the turtles. And they're gonna take all that away. Like they're there for the money, but at the same time, if they don't have anybody coming in bringing that tourist dollars, they can have it. So, you ready? Yep. All right. You have a good one, boss. All right, guys, so y'all saw a little bit of what we had to say there, and we are rocking and rolling it. That's great because they didn't even have no idea. They're like, what's going on
Well,
here?
one guy did. Yeah, the guy on the left that heard about it.
No, that's why he told us to get with his worker because he didn't even know about it. He was like, whoa, wait a minute, like. So that tells you right there how secretive that the NEPA department is being.
The NEPA process.
NEPA process.
The federal government is.
Well, guys, y'all know, y'all heard it here first, and y'all saw it. Like they had no idea what was going on, and here's the deal. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna show you that card as soon as we step outside.
You know what's funny? Years ago, Brent Chesney wanted to close a bit of the beach up on the hotels, and I thought, fuck it.
Oh, I remember that. Hey, let me see that card real quick, boss, so I can show the channel. I'm still live. All right, guys, this is the name and information, so that way if y'all want to get a hold of them, let them know. There's email, cell phone number, office number, and everything. So,
listen, business owners, citizens, it doesn't matter. Anybody needs to call.
Yeah. No, there's already subscribers talking about they're already on the phone right now with the representative as we're live talking about it. All right, guys. So, all right, Nick, you have a good one, boss. Yes, sir. All right, guys. We're gonna get in the vehicle, so it's gonna get moving too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I will get with y'all later. We got some more videos coming out, and as soon as we know more information, we're gonna try and stay on it as much as possible. Thank God Nick caught this, because otherwise we would have lost it. And don't wait for it to happen, guys. You need to be proactive now, because once it goes into effect, we can't do nothing until the next year, and then the next year, and then it's gone. So stay on it. Call your representatives. Start raising this wildfire, and let's throw some fuel on it, man. Y'all have a good one.